So today I'm going to set up a TrueNAS instance inside my Proxmox server. So basically, this is a IBM X3650 Model 1 server, which is a really old one, but it has around 32 GB of RAM at the moment, and also uh, 12 processors, two processors with let me see the exact details. Okay, it has 8 CPUs and RAM, yeah, 30 around 32 33 GB RAM. So I think it's a good server for to set up a file server, not as a really online file server, but offline backup server. So my idea is to set up a TrueNAS on this server, and then use it as a offline backup. So that means like whenever I want to back up my files occasionally, let's say every week or two, I will turn this server on, and I will transfer the files to the server using some software, and then I will turn it off. So I'm not going to run this server 24 by 7. So I don't have any concerns about the power usage or heat or anything. And also I'm living in Netherlands, and I don't have a heat problem, to be honest. Like my house never almost never get warmer than 18 or 19 degrees other than in the peak in the summer. So I don't have any problems with the increased uh, heat dissipation of the server. And since I'm not going to run this on 24 by 7, and I'm only going to run this, let's say, every once every 2 weeks or once every week for maybe 1 or 2 hours until the new files are copied to the server. So I don't think it's going to create any problem for me in terms of heat or power usage. So that's the idea. So as the first step, I'm going to create a virtual machine on this one, and install install TrueNAS. So let's start. First of all, we need to download the TrueNAS. So right now I'm going to download TrueNAS. So I'll be using TrueNAS Core. So, okay, where do we have this? No thanks, I've already signed up. Download. Okay, it's downloading. It might take around 1 minute. Actually, I already downloaded, and I forgot it. Actually, I already downloaded the TrueNAS, and I have uploaded it to the server, so it's already available. So we can right away start the installation process. Okay, so idea is to see. I have three disk available. So this one I will set up the TrueNAS on this one, and I will use this VM disk. Sorry, this storage as the data storage, and this one for virtual machine files itself, and this one is only for Proxmox itself. So let's start creating a virtual machine. New one. PVE virtual machine 100, and I'm going to name it NAS backup. Next, I will use, okay, this one as the image. That's good. No changes here. Hard disk, I'm going to select my local LVM, this one, and I'm going to let it use 40 GB. I do have around 75 GB. I don't think that's a problem. So that's done, and then okay, next I will allow both sockets to be used, and I will let it use 4 cores, so total 8 cores will be used by the TrueNAS. So I expect it will speed up the file copying and all those things. and I'm going to let it use 24 GB of the memory. 30 around 33 GB is available, but I'm going to let it use 24 GB and leave around 8 GB just in case for some other virtual machine if I needed to run. But I don't have any other plans to run any more virtual machines on this one, but who knows. So that's, and then I will leave default as it is, and then looks okay. Goes 4 sockets 2, yeah, everything looks good. And now once the machine is created, I'm going to click start. So once I click start, it should start the installation process from the ISO file which we mapped into the CD-ROM, virtual CD-ROM, and start the installation process automatically. Okay, press 1. Select install and click OK. And then I need to select the hard disk. You need to press the space bar. Once you click the space bar, it selects, and once you click again, it unselects. Click it and then press enter, and then click yes. Okay, so here it is asking me to confirm whether it is okay to overwrite everything in the disk. I'm ready, so I'm clicking yes, and then you add your super secure password, um, and then you click on the tab, so it goes to the correct field, so it goes to OK. Once it is on the OK, press enter, and since this is enterprise hardware, I'm going to use the boot via BIOS, and click enter again. So from this point onward, you don't need to do anything, as I remember from the previous instances where I installed the TrueNAS. So it should complete everything, and it will ask you to reboot. Okay, so it has completed the installation process, and now it is asking me to remove the installation media. So let's click OK, and then I will shut down. And once the VM is shut down, I will remove the virtual CD-ROM which we attach for the installation process. So I'll remove the ISO, and then I'll can start it. So let's go here and then here. I'll remove it. Okay, that's good. And then I'm going to add another thing, that is I need to add the extra hard disk for this one. That is for the data storage. So I will select it DB2, and then how many. So I think it so yeah, let me see, check the size of it. So it has 912, so I'll just let it use 900. I don't mind about the 12 GB. This storage is DB2, and then 900 GB. And okay, so it should so once the TrueNAS is started, it should see this extra disk, and I will map it to a storage pool. That's the plan. So let's see. So I'm starting. Okay, once this TrueNAS service started, it should show me some screen with a couple of options, and then I will log in to the web interface of it. Okay, so this is the interface I mentioned. So it has a couple of options to configure the network interfaces, configure link aggregation, configure VLAN, and all those things. I think everything should be okay. So we should be able to access the web interface using this IP. So I'm going to use that IP. Okay, Okay, so it's good, and then I'm going to go to advanced and accept the risk and continue. Okay, so I will use my username and password which we typed in the installation process. So quite a long password. Okay, so this is the TrueNAS interface. It sees 23.9 GB memory, and it sees, yeah, network interface, yeah, 1 gig interface, and 8 threads. Yes, let's see. Okay, no pools. Okay, so the next process is to set up the pools, create a pool and user, and allow the user permission to that particular pool. So from the my other Windows PCs, I can directly copy files to this TrueNAS disk. So let's start that one. First, we will create a pool, create new pool, and click create new pool, and then I remember show disk with non-unique serial numbers, so it this one, and then I will give a pool name. I will give it data share, maybe data backup, no encryption, and there are one disk available that have non-unique serial numbers. So I don't mind, and then okay, why it is okay. So I'll have to pick it, and once I select it, okay, estimated row capacity and estimated row data capacity quotient stripe data highly discouraging result in loss if it fails. Okay, and then the current pool layout has this quotient stripe data with this highly discouraging because I think at the moment I'm not using HBA card. I'm using a server's built-in RAID card, so because of that it sees some problem, but I don't mind. This will be a offline backup, so I'm going to confirm and continue and create. I will let it do it. Yeah, so pool is being created. It's very quick on typically on SSDs, but because of this this is a normal spinning disk, and also on the RAID from the server hardware, it is taking slightly longer time. Yeah, so it's done. It has around 1 terabyte, almost 1 terabyte space. So that's done. So then next step would be to create a user group and a user, and allow this user to access this one. Oh, one thing I forgot. Before creating the users, we need to create a share of the we need to create a data set, and then we give the user permission to that particular data set. So we'll create a data set, and name will be data backup share. So we will use the SMB share because we'll be accessing from different types of machines, and I will leave other things as it is, and submit. Okay, so we have the data backup share. Then we are going to create a user group and user. Okay, so the next step, we are going to create a user. So we already have the root user, but we are going to use another user. So full name would be data user, username, the user, email. I will use my okay, I added my personal email and I'm going to add my secure password. Think I will permit sudo and then no share will let group users write. Others will not be able to write, but user and group should be able to read and write. Ajax, yeah, data backup, yeah, this one. So I'll submit. Okay, we have this one. Okay, so I think we have to add this permission, edit the permission from here itself. Once you are in the Samba services, SMB services, yeah, we can click on the edit file system ACL and then scroll down and then click add ACL item. So we are not going to touch any of the things which are already set up by the system. And here we are going to select the group, and I think our group is the user and allow, and it should be basic, and I'm going to allow full control and oh, so that's it, and then save. So it should be, everything should be good, and if everything is good, we should be able to access this data backup share from our Windows machine directly.